All right. I gave it time to try and work, but look, I got things to do. The clock is ticking. So let's do this. Oh, and the moment I start, it starts up. Okay. Gotta love that, right, guys? Look, I got things to do, so it'll adjust itself along the way. What was that? Look, I found a page. Um, so this is a page from the that's connected to the final draft. It seems. Breakthrough in the lake
Dr. James
house.
Marmont sprinted down the corridor, his lab coat fluttered after him. Red lights flashed on the walls. Sirens screamed. Marmont couldn't stop smiling. It was his experiment that had triggered the alarms. In
Really?
his world, alarms meant progress. This could be the breakthrough he had been waiting for. He would be the one to get his name in the annals of FBC history.
That's
Not as
not.
White Diana, not Darling, that smirking asshole. At the far end of the corridor, the lights suddenly blinked out. The red lights went dark with increasing speed. A wall of darkness rushing toward him. The alarms warbled and died. Marmont stopped in his tracks. Admired the purity of the darkness as it swallowed him. A final spark of pride flashed through his mind. This was his work. His breakthrough.
Oh no. But that's kind of messed up to say that you don't even want your wife to succeed. I had a feeling Dr. Marmot and Dr. Marmot, it was a husband and wife in the end. Mm-hmm. You will find Esther's behind the front desk.
Anderson, over here.
How? How are you? Kinda.
Got a
Things
little
are
cramped
happening.
in that closet.
What's
Just
going
checking.
on?
I had a hell of a time avoiding those taken. Ended up back here. Anyway, I wanted to warn you that we have the Koskela brothers in the cells as well. They're the ringleaders of the cult of the tree. Don't let your guard down.
Good
Is the
news.
FBC sending any help?
We were the help. Well, us in the lake house. But we still have bureau gear specifically engineered to fight this threat. It's stored in the back lot. We were setting it up when the Taken interrupted us. We have light arrays, a containment cell, etc., etc. We are not out of this fight yet.
Um,
What's at the lake house?
It's a bureau research facility at Cauldron Lake set up to study the effects of this AWE. When I got into town, I went there for backup. The whole station is lost, taken by the shadow. Lost a lot of agents. Barely got out myself.
Wish me luck.
According
Really?
to the luck and probability department, it's statistically bad luck to wish people good luck during a crisis.
Thanks.
Alan is here with the house, the brothers. Interesting.
Saga!
Gosh.
Fucking FBI, FBC, you government fucks all fucking this up for us! Let
Gosh.
us the fuck out!
You're the leaders of the cult. You're not going anywhere.
Wait will ruin everything. Get rid of him, Saga! You fucking shot me! Typical government stooge. Let me out so I can kill him, that fucker!
Mm-hmm.
You come to our town and act like you know what you're dealing with, but you have no fucking idea! Let us out! You can't stop it, none of you can. We can take care of this. We've been preparing for this.
You done? Calm down. The message. No. It's sheriff station attacked. Okay. My network is struggling
Agent
hard.
Young held his clipboard up to the light. The equipment was all accounted for. He ticked the boxes, satisfied. A noise on the other side of the back lot made him pause. He peered into the darkness. Nothing. Shrugging, he signed and dated the form. Estevez wanted everything ready, just in case. Young appreciated a cautious leader. Estevez had held it together even after the oldest house had gone dark. Young began to head inside. The local sheriff's station was a tight fit, but at least they had a coffee machine. Young felt optimistic. They even had the para-utilitarian in custody already. Another clatter behind him. Closer this time. He turned, hand on his holster. He called out to the darkness. "This station has been seized by the Federal Bureau of Control. You're not authorized to be here." Suddenly, the lights flickered, went off. Young couldn't see a thing. Then from inside the station, the screams began.
Jeez. Alright, what are we doing? Let's read some. Well, I was gonna read some of these. You want to tell me? Or explain to me what's going on here?
Saga, do you have it?
You and I need to
You
talk.
wrote Logan into the story. You told me yourself. From the dark place.
Listen, Scratch is coming. He's close. He's almost here.
My daughter is dead because of you. She's a child. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm trying to fix this. I will fix this. I'll save everyone, but we're running out of time. I need the clicker.
I have the clicker. You will fix this. You will save my daughter. Promise me.
Yes, I promise. But we're out of time. Hurry!
Oh.
Don't fucking give it to him, Painkiller! He's a fucking monster, Saga! There it is. We've been waiting for you, motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking destroy
Scratch!
you.
Shit.
Let's go!
It's Scratch. He was pretending to be awake. The plan is fucked.
Yes, it is. But square. What X the fire about?
Estevez, come in. Scratch is here. How do I stop him?
Bad news. The containment unit isn't prepped, but the light array should affect him.
How do I activate the lights?
I can turn them on from here, but you need to prime the three.
Hey, take this!
The glowing FPC generator fuse.
Coming.
One.
Two more to go.
Hey! Run. I wish you would stop talking to me in such a tone. Scratch. Burn. Adios. Oh, we did it. Had to do 3? Yeah.
Scratch was here. He'll be back. What the fuck do we do now?
Yeah, it's just pale face, dark, twisted, and cruel song. Something tells me this was designed for this game. Hmm. Okay, I'll admit that's been the easiest. That's been the easiest fight so far. Something about powerful light rays to subdue the taken.
The dark presence is
Against the
vulnerable
dark
against
presence.
bright light. At least that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. The 14th song. The one we were missing. I guess because it's... Maybe because it's what you call it? It's spoiler? Exhauster conversation options.
Scratch's wakes double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window.
It's more than that.
How could we get
Scratch
so
and
wrong?
Wake are the same entity.
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
The
Thoughts of-
FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake.
No.
So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
How about we just start over?
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team.
Yay! So now we work for the FBI and the
Horror
FBC.
stories changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her.
What the?
I know I am.
Yeah. So that's yeah, I don't want to get into this conversation. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to get the start of this ordeal.
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and
David having problems.
That one.
You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery, and then Logan. Oh, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough.
See.
The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced.
What?
We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
I know.
This is the kind of case my ex hated. The ones that might kill me.
That's funny. The cases that might kill me were my ex's favorite.
What? Are you two done? Alright, actually we'll give Saga the prison key. Return to the holding cells. Okay. So we're open. Jeez. Oh, they don't even have the... What's this one? Wasn't it? Oh. Wow, they don't even show the one that has... Because he yanked the whatchamacallit right out of the thing. Or was it this side? Oh, it seemed like it. Okay, this is a final draft one. Mm-hmm. It worked just as he said.
A pale balloon in the sky float and sink deeper. Night springs when bright
When bright
falls for
falls.
this sleeper. The surface disturbed, the reflection now a traitor. In the cavity of the skull, turned to a crater. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone.
Okay, examine the pages. There's so many clues here, it's not even funny. Is there anything? Nothing on the board, it seems.
The lake is a gateway to the dark place.
Urgent. Approximately 1900 hours on September 13th, 2023. Readings from a remote surveillance unit monitoring Cauldron Lake. Unknown threshold to what researchers theorize is the origin dimension of AO40. The shadow past acceptable limits. Attempts to contact FPC Research Facility WA03, codename The Lake House, was unacceptable. On-site event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated, but limit the effect. Lead, Agent K. Escobar will mobilize investigating unit Beta from the remote operations site at Redacted. All available shadow-specific equipment. Lot 4B has been approved for the use of the field. To confirm the inactive event, if an active AWE is occurring, the dispatch team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempt to contain or neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitoring equipment, perform a limited profile sweep of the area, check status on the lake house and its staff. Additional information. Relevant operatives in the area include the Call of the Tree, Redacted, and Alan Wake, currently missing. Wait, what's the Redacted?
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
It's something... It's their big fancy word for a supernatural, like... Yeah, someone that has supernatural abilities. Based on reports, the item is a light switch from a lamp cord, which part of the severed cord is still attached. Eyewitnesses' accounts suggest that the item possesses the ability to alter reality, the changes being based on redacted. When used by a capable paratutarian, parsing this item's effect from that of the cauldron like threshold responsible for reoccurring AWEs in the area is difficult because the only reported uses of the item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold or vice versa. Or, but there's no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming a redacted have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Jagger, a physical manifestation of Taken, by inserting the light switch into its chest and flicking the switch. I wonder why it kept such tight control over Barbara Jagger, of all people. The item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing into reality. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of the effects are. The light switch is a possible OOP, but the team cannot conclusively satisfy the item based on secondhand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item. The thing is, I just realized something too. Like he said, the only time the light switch has been used was when Alan first got it. um, he clicked it and made it day, and then used it against Barbara Jagger. Um, but the thing is, it was written. It was There was a page inside the box with the clicker. So it might actually not even be a true and real object. It just exists for the story's sake. When this is all resolved, in the end, once this is all truly resolved, it might just disappear.
The cult didn't trust Wake. Or is it Scratch?
Mr. Wake, you have been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date. But for now, I need to ask you if there is anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel. Anything we may know. There's a force here. You don't understand. A presence. It's after me. It wants to consume me. Consume everything. Yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. Why does it want you? It feeds on artists. On the art they create. It wants me because of my writing. But it can be any form of art, any artistic expression, music, painting, film, photography. It can feed on any of it, all of it. To believe me. We're well aware of this entity, Mr. Wake. We've been tracking we've been tracking the situation here for a long time now. You yourself have been on our radar for over a decade. I'm sure those nuts in the research department are just going to love checking you out. Hey, make a note to redact that before submission. Let's get back on track. You mentioned the light switch. Where is it now? I don't know, but I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? Mr. Wake, you're in custody pending charges for breaching of numerous federal violation codes. We are not going to give you a suspected paranatural object. You're not. We are listening just fine. Now, do you have any accomplices? Do you? Let me. Here, it's coming for me. We're all in danger. Interviews were terminated due to this subject being uncooperative.
Wake isn't the first person the dark presence disguised itself as.
The shadow. Redacted and redacted both present during the AWE. Reported seeing a woman named Barbara Jagger in Bright Falls at the time. Jagger is a former actress and Bright Falls resident who emigrated with the filmmaker Thomas Zane from Finland and was reported to have drowned in Cauldron Lake during the redacted AWE in 1970. Research staff have concluded that Jagger's appearance is likely a case of the shadow manifesting in a human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of the connection between the shadow and the psychophysical signatures available for it to make current hypothesis. The shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals intangibly involved in the creation of art who have operated within a certain physical range of Cauldron Lake. The shadow can manifest as any individual contained. Definition needed within Cauldron Lake. Well, that's the thing. And in the first game, she wasn't an actress. She was just a muse. Like somebody that helped Thomas Zane write poetry. Helped him along. We're not doing proposing. Okay, so are we putting... No, not yet. We're not putting anything up.
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Jaakko was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
Time to come
I
clean.
realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have.
Why go after
You were
Wade?
trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing. Not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
How long has the
How long
cop?
has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just the name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
There you go. Yep. So there you go. Like I said, they weren't the evil ones. They were just... The Dark Presence feeds on artists and arts. It's not just writing. Music, painting, photo, document, any file on the clicker. And there's that. The final piece.
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
Yeah. Alright, what do we got here? Wake in the clicker. Wake attacked. Deductions of a present. Someone assumed the form of. So this isn't the first time the Dark Presence has stolen someone's form. Casey, the thing. You have Wake's face. Scratch and always has been. Possible. I assumed something strange was happening with time, but what if it's simpler than that? Scratch wanted the thing as wake. Clicker.
I need
Scratch
to know what
pretend.
information I can still trust.
Scratch pretended to be Wake. Used us. For how long? The whole time? Can anything Wake said be trusted? Oh. According to the file, Wake has used the clicker to change reality before. Fact or facts or fiction, David?
I know what is real and what isn't. A megalomaniac writer can't make me doubt that. I have more family than I even knew. And I need to protect them all.
And there it is. The full truth. My life in Watery. The story says I left David in Australia. That's not me. That's not my life. Wake even ruined ship with David in the story. What the? Yeah.
Investigating the story's lies led me to a family I didn't know I had. Or was finding them part of the story too.
No.
Maybe it doesn't matter.
Wake's story created surreal and disturbing alternate life for me, but it also revealed something. I do have roots in this town. It's never heard of scrap. Cult wasn't working for when operating on their own. The cult found Wake's pages inside Taken and believed he was the cause. Cult thinks Wake is responsible for Taken, believing killing him will stop this. The cult of the tree targeted people already corrupted by the Dark Presence. Their goal was... Yeah. Goal. Cult of the tree kills Taken to protect Bright Falls and Watery. The cult's intention were good, even if they weren't seeing the full picture. I already read it. Profile someone. I'm missing 2 for a manuscript. Case closed then.
The cult of the tree is just the Costello brothers' slightly misguided solution to the Taken problem.
The cult of the tree was being run by the Costello brothers. They served as a sort of white neighborhood watch against the Taken, not the Bay against here. Ritual was meant to destroy Taken, not create them. Goes here. Purpose of killing Ritual. The story. She's still got 5 of them here. Alright.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
The Big Apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
Hang on. Open the story and then Saga realizes. I think if you try to
Scratch
do.
was pretending to be awake, manipulating me. What does he want from me? No, I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
Oh, the Caskellos.
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yako. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side.
Nightingale came
If
back.
the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time. Wrong place. Time to go, Yako. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
And that's it. That's all we needed. That's the information we needed. Yep. Wait, what? Oh. Failed to destroy Nightingale because of the Bookers. Yeah. Hale's ritual was the only one interrupted. That's why he was the only Taken among the cult victims. Weaken the clicker. Wake is trapped in the dark place.
Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
So, do we have the story? Do we have access? No. Waken the clicker. How do I wake it? Wakes in the dark place, and Cauldron Lake is the fresh fall to it. The story. Sir, no offense, but I've read enough manuscripts. I've read the entire book at this time. Now we can do this. Trusting Wake.
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But
Make
we don't
him
have
right.
Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
Well, how come that doesn't? Yeah, these should say case closed. Yeah. Television? Television. How many does it show? Like, alright, I got all of them, it seems. Got all of them. So if this is right, then we're missing 3, 6, 7. 7 of them. How many do we have? 5, 5, 20, 25, 30, 30, 40, 44, 46, 51, 3, 54, 2. Oh, okay. It's weird. It's hard to keep up with this sometimes. It must be true night out there right now. Oh.
I'm gonna deal with the situation, Ilmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
Thank you, Ilmo.
I'm so sorry, Uncle.
So the cult of the tree actually kills Taken.
Huh.
They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case. Too many stories contradicting each other.
Exactly.
Too many versions of the truth.
Can't wait for this
We
case.
have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Know anything about
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010.
Yeah.
It definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do.
I might have a plan. But first I'm going to eat all the coffee in the universe. Can I finally do the story? Nothing. What's this? Like status.
The
Clicker is still
can
best
fix
option.
this,
Needs Wake's help.
but I can't use it without Wake.
Yep. See, I
Joe
done
knows
with it.
about this stuff. Maybe he can help.
Hang on. Wrote it? I guess I'm not asking you much of anything.
Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place.
You guys got for another you know, one last go out to rescue Lake.
I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
Wait, we'll try using that. Okay. Yeah, I think these might be glitched.
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good. So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake.
Yeah.
I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. Wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
Not yet. I want to make sure
Not
this
just
is...
yet. Give me a moment.
Okay, Anderson. You let me know when you're ready.
Alright, so here's the deal. They want me to go to the witchmacott now. The lake. They want me to go to the lighthouse. I need to use the bathroom though real quick, so give me 1 moment. Alright, Alright, so we gotta go to the White House. The lighthouse in Watery. Don't worry about what's going on. That's the only problem. It's dark. Everyone back inside. Everything's a... Oh, they're taking pictures of the... Yeah, the equipment. Are you still here confused?
It's empty. There's nothing there. Just darkness.
It's affecting them.
I think you may be right. Might have been a mistake to come here.
Well, Lee...
I don't think Marcy's coming back.
Fuck, Riley. This is so messed up.
I know. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's not your fault. We all knew
I
what we
think
were
you may
signing
be
up
right.
for.
Might have been a mistake to come here.
Yeah, their stuff is hard in here. So let's be quick about this. Oh, I hate this. Hey. Oh. Hey, Settler's still here. Alright. Small detour. Just a quick one, okay?
And now, the sheriff's station? Did you hear?
Hear what?
Apparently, they locked up that crime writer, you know, the one who disappeared in Bright Falls years ago. And then they find him, and boom, all hell breaks loose.
Big city folk, the FBI, famous writers. Ugh, they're all bad luck if you ask me.
Don't say that to my face. Don't say that to my face.
So, is everyone all right down there in Bright Falls?
I just don't know. There's a lot of good folk in that town.
I know.
A lot of friendly folk.
And it used to be such a nice, quiet place too, like Watery, before certain people came to town.
Can you say something? Jeez. I gotta go. Okay. What's that? Like I said, I fought again. The scratch fight was so simple. Oddly enough. It was... What the... What are you doing standing out here, scaring people? Man. Alright, let's be quick. I hate being out here in this area. Because night means that it's like probably more taken than ever. Why did I just stop like that? Do I actually have a stamina meter, or is it just... A lighthouse. What the? Okay. I don't know why I just picked that up. We have all 613, don't we? And there it is. Oh. Made me happy. So, I can officially say that the, whatchamacallit is working. The four upgrades that you can get work. What's this? Huh.
This has got to be an Ilmo idea.
Watery. The water. What the heck is... Oh my god. Satellite dish. Shadow monster. Light ray 3000. Mirrors. Draw light from the main light thing. Generator. Who's gonna turn the light... He was gonna turn the lighthouse into a light ray. Like shooting the sun right directly into the Taken. They would be incinerated instantly if that's the craziest idea I've seen yet. We need that. We need that's what this
Ilmo
needs.
had jolted awake from a nightmare. He was drenched in sweat. In the dream, he'd been covered in blood, gleefully murdering people, his friends. When his twin brother had tried to talk sense into him, he had murdered Yako as well. Ilmo slammed his fist into his temple so hard it hurt. The dream made him feel sick. The dark force of the lake was growing stronger. It was trying to make Ilmo and Yako something they were not. Trying to turn them into Ilmari and Yakapi Huatari from the early days of war.
Oh.
But they were the Koskela brothers. Their mother had not raised them to become murderers. They had backbone. They had honor. They had finished Zissou. Something bad was coming. The hidden device they had hooked to the FBC station had been intercepting alarms like crazy the past few days.
Ah.
Ilmo would make sure his cult was ready for war. Out in the night, the story seeking to give birth to an overlap in Watery drifted on, looking for another pair of men more prone to corruption.
Oh. That's a lot to take in. Wait, which one is it? Calder's tree is born.
They're too old to fight monsters. The torchbearers are done. We need something new.
Yeah.
Ilmo took a long drag from the joint and handed it to his brother. They'd been drinking and smoking all night. That thing from the lake was not a man, and the government's trying to hide it. Ilmo gestured at the files they had stolen from the research station. The strange seal with an upside-down pyramid. The Federal Bureau of Control. We need to keep the feds away. Deal with this our way. We need an army of our own. Yako smiled. He loved to watch his brother come up with his ideas. Ilmo's gaze swam. He was seeing double. The pyramid on the folder was a spruce tree. A tree, he thought. A fucking tree. It was a sign. We'll make the woods scary again. So fucking scary, no one will set foot in them at night. That's how we'll keep people safe. We'll be a legend. We are the cult of the tree, and we watch in the night. We're gonna need scary masks. Energized, Yako chugged a bottle of Ama beer in one go.
Jeez. Wasn't there a third one? Yeah. You said 3 manuscripts. 1, 2. They're still missing that one. That's 12. We're missing one there. And one there. We're missing 3. Anyway. The dark forest of the lake is growing from it. There.
The dark presence leeches onto artists, manipulates their art.
Any entity using
what power
art
does it have by itself?
using artists to give itself power via art uses power to corrupt people. Escape the dark place. The longer this goes on, the more people will get hurt. So, how does the dark presence corrupt people? He felt like he was drowning. This man was dying. Anoma? Anoma? Pneumonia? Uses pure fear and pain. Dark presence used his phobia, amplified it into hate. Nightingale hated Wake. Did that darkness use that hatred? Yes.
Sure.
Cynthia had an unrequited love. Did the dark person twist her feelings for Tom to crush her? No one will find the corpse.
The dark presence uses people's weaknesses to corrupt them. Their guilt, fear, even their love.
Dark presence uses a person's desire, anger, guilt, feeling, etc. to corrupt them. Here we go. Thornton's guilt was a door for the darkness. Closed.
For every answer, I have 1,000 more questions. But I know enough now. Enough to finish this case and stop the dark presence.
I feel like I could spend a lifetime trying to understand all of this and still have questions. Even so, I feel like I'm grasping how all this works a bit better now. That's all that matters. Yep. That's the main case. Okay. Fact versus fiction. Cold of the Tree is case solved. Previous murders, yeah, that was solved. The story, yeah, the story is solved. Everything's done. Yeah, everything's been solved, but there's still a couple of stranglers, like Trail. Yeah, Trail. Sadly, find evidence. Sadly, we are missing 3 pieces here. So, but that's fine. The case was solved in the end. As long as the cases are solved, it's like, yay, we did it. And we're learning so much. Okay, we're return to the sheriff's office. Alright, we're going home. We're going back. I've done what needed to be done here. Quick save. In case I run into anything that I don't want to run into. When you get to the main road, just sprint. Yeah. All we have to do is get past the line. Never know what's it. Okay, we're safe. Like, we're safe. Okay. I went to the wrong place. Yeah, I did. Oh, it is so dark. I wonder. FBC buzzer. Sorry, I went to the wrong place. Oh. Hold on. I just noticed something. Remember how I kept saying there was supposed to be 3 manuscripts with the layouts? Well, before I left the layouts. Oh, look! I read too far ahead. Yeah, we have it. The cult finds the clicker. And there it is, the 15th.
After getting his hands on the FBC files, Ilmo Koskinen knew what he was up against. He masterminded the cult, his and Yako's army, to fight the fucked up horror lurking under the lake, and a plan to keep those feds in their bunker by the lake in the dark. Outsiders would only screw things up. The Koskinen sabotaged the FBC's monitoring station and rigged it to alert them when something was brewing at the lake.
Huh.
One time months later, when the alarm rang, they drove to the lake again, ready for a fight. But this time, they didn't find any monsters. Something else washed ashore. The light switch. They'd read how Wake had stopped Jagger with it in the stolen files. From that point on, whenever the cult caught someone taken over by the shadow, they cut out the monster's heart, pushed the switch into the hole, and flicked it.
I think you don't have to well, no, that's probably how it's designed to work. I don't know. But hey, that's good. That I was wondering if we were gonna run it. So okay, so that's what's going on. Is like so that means I might know where the first one, the one that says 6 up there, is. Maybe it might be soon.
It's empty. There's nothing there. Just darkness.
Yeah, we're almost. We're making good. I don't know for sure if we're making good time because we had to lock out 2 hours, sadly. I think the people worming around looking like they're confused or like shielding themselves is them being slowly corrupted by the Taken, by the Dark Presence.